Welcome everyone. We from the JAP team would like to wish you guys all the best wishes for 2019. Hopefully a year with lots of joyful game moments. Within the end of this year, a nearly finished Held It Loose product, maybe? Or is it just a wish? Manis, what do you think? Will there be a full HLL game at the end of this year?
I hope so.
What do you think?
I think no. I think the early access will be in the half of this year until next year, until the beginning of next year. So
I expect after the summer holidays to have some sort of early access and then going forward to late 2019 with
yes, exactly.
a nearly finished product.
Maybe holiday season. Christmas break, maybe, but
Steam Winter Sale?
that would be a good aim. I don't expect it, but it would be a good aim.
But rather that than a half game with a lot of bugs.
Yeah, if we were to believe the developers initially, they were intending 2018 Q4 to be releasing the full product, but we'll see. I mean, they are posting new stuff now, which is also our content for this episode. So, yeah, on December 17, they released the news about the closed beta that is having a date announcement from January 11th until January 14th. And there are a number of things that will be present in this release, which we'll be discussing in this episode. So let's dig into the information that was released with the beta announcement. The first thing, that is actually the different map. We will be playing on the Hurtgen Forest map. And yeah, they mentioned, like, don't worry though, we will be returning the Saint Marie Dumont app soon in a further planned beta period, so I'm expecting multiple beta periods, but it's a new map. It's not 2x2k anymore, it's now 1.2 by 2k. So they initially planned to do this for thickening the front line and other reasons, but first thoughts. Marnix, what are your thoughts on the new map?
No, I'm very curious because there's wood, there's forest, and is it a dense forest? Is it open ground? As say the more. So yeah, let's bring it on.
They mentioned something about the map style, which was they expected more close combat and a very hard time for vehicles to get through the forest. So that's what they mentioned, and in the same Marie Dumont map you had lots of open fields. Tanks could go easy from one point to the other, but in the forest I don't expect that to happen.
You're gonna have a lot of cover from the trees. So with small units you can maybe flank a little bit easier unseen.
Lots of cover.
Lots of cover, you can
Vision
shot
cover.
easily. Yeah.
Crossing an open field in the same Marie Dumont map was a problem.
Target practice.
I'm curious whether flanking will still be possible. I mean, 1.2 kilometers wide is still a lot, but since all of the squads are concentrated through that thinner length, yeah, I'm curious whether you can still get around that.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think that what I saw now, 50 against 50 people, maybe you will experience that, but then all of the people will go to the strong points, which actually makes us go to the strong points in the sections. They seem to be the go-to spot for action, and I expect lots of people heading for the farm or for the church or whatever then.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's all forest, or if we have a little picture of the map. So
We saw the map in the trailer from the beta.
So probably again, when you go into the strong points, fighting points, you're gonna have a little bit of open space, and maybe in the forest little bits of 10 yards that's gonna be open space. Not as much, I expect.
Hopefully plenty of opportunities. So that brings us to the second point, that is strafing. And yeah, I gotta start with you again, Marnix. You were the biggest fighter for strafing, running, not just running straight, but also running sideways.
yeah, that's something I very needed in this game, because I can strafe in real life, and in all the games
You're
I
happy now?
walk straight. I'm very happy now. I'm very, very happy. Because that was something I really, really,
Christmas is
really...
here.
This
Not
was
the-
your
not
Christmas
this game.
present.
This is a Christmas present. Yeah. I don't know what all the community says about strafing, but strafing is something, yeah, right.
Yeah, modern
I
game
think-
just
yeah.
needs it.
Yeah, because I can look around and I can walk to the side with my weapon, and yeah, I like it.
One thing they mentioned was player-controlled artillery. From my point of view, they are slowly introducing new things. I like this way.
I think it will give opportunity for the commander and the squad leaders to really put their stamp on the map and action of where they want to go, where they want to push the action, and enforce that with the artillery.
Mhm.
So in that way they can create opportunities. But
And hopefully a new game style as well, as a whole.
I think it will force it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very curious how that works out and how big the artillery is. How
And how
great of
hard it is to
impact.
hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just shoot and
where
mark, or
and how they're gonna call it in at exactly which point they want to see it. So if
The
the
spotting system.
yes, but I think when people get used to it and have played with it, got a little bit of time.
and what time it take to hit,
Yeah,
how long it take to fall.
how much cover do the buildings provide?
Yeah.
Plenty of features to still explore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
something we have to find out. And
Yeah,
But I like that you can focus just on one thing. Now in the beta we have multiple new options, multiple things we can explore. But I like the introduction of one thing at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
totally agree. But if you're an enemy team and you are being artillery, I don't know the good mention for that in English. Will you get a sign? Or will you hear something? Will the commander of the other team get that information? That
I expect not.
I think they probably will a little bit before it hits sound cue.
Yeah,
Or
like,
just
like
start,
shot, but
start raining.
A
Yeah.
shot that's been fired, and with normal bombs you hear a whistling sound when they
Yeah.
come close. So you have a little bit of warning. Don't think it will be much.
Yeah, but
A
I'm
little
very
bit.
curious how it is on this map because you got a lot of trees and trees will eventually. I don't know how high it's artillery. Maybe I did not need to do more homework about artilleries, but
Yeah.
some trees will.
Maybe there will be special roles actually for that, and that's also a little bridge to our next subject, which is the armored roles and the tanks. I mean, one thing that will be in this beta, or at least if we were to believe the images that were published, there will be tanks in the beta, and we did a video about the tanks a couple of weeks ago, and
now we can confirm some of the things that we talked about.
yeah,
Yeah, so there will be a Panther tank and the Sherman tanks will be there. That will be the key vehicles during the beta. With more troop transport varieties coming soon. So
Yeah.
I expect not all of the trucks, jeeps, etc. at the start of the beta, but
Won't be
But
there.
like you said, it is better this way, so we get every time new things.
then you
we
get one
all
time
things
the truck
same
and
time
then you can
yeah.
feel how the truck drives and then
Agree.
you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a smaller jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can transport fewer people, but
I'm very curious how strong the tanks are.
about the tanks, we were talking about the crew. We also saw a little glimpse on the bottom right corner in the trailer, but that's now confirmed. We have the driver, the gunner, and the tank commander. Devin?
I think it's a good decision. Loader would be realistic but not fun to play, so take that out and keep it also somewhat realistic as much as you can and fun to play. And yeah, tank commander is just going to be for the vision and which way to go, where the enemies are, spotting. Yeah, you have the gunner who shoots and the driver who does his thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also spoke about can a normal soldier just hop in the tank and start being active in the tank. They also confirmed that. There will be a class armored roles. Armored vehicles can only be crewed by specific armor-focused roles, the crewman and the tank commander. So it seems not to be the case that just a general infantry can take over the driver's position.
Which is also realistic. You can't just pick someone up on the battlefield and expect them how to know how to drive, how to shoot, how to do anything inside.
Manpower wise, I also like this.
It forces you to think about what roles you pick and confirm with your teammates, your squad mates about when they are in the tank, what they need, when and where.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm very curious how that plays out, because if you don't have a lot of people playing that server and you start and you're missing one of the tank crews, you miss a driver, you cannot drive, and you're missing the shooter, you cannot shoot. So yeah, that's maybe
That will also
interesting,
be the cunning of the squad member or with one of the squad leaders. Hey, I have here a new tank driver. Let's pick him up with a jeep, transport him to the sitting tank, and then start that tank moving again.
But I think this will also be the power of the pre-made squads.
Sure.
People outside the game said, we're going to play now, we're going to be a squad, they can communicate more easy and do that together. I think that will be the power in those things.
Communication is key. On to one of the last subjects, and that's just lots of small things that are introduced. Mines, tanks, engineer role, anti-tank role, bipod machine gunner, new sounds, the garrison comes in, smoke effects, graphics, better netcode, resources with manpower. So there's a lot now new in the beta.
I think those are a lot of upgrades, updates, and small things that they wanted to add that they have now done and completed and are, in their opinion, got good enough state to add in the game. So I think this will add diversity to the game and more fun and more things to do.
I think the things needed to be in the beta now so they could test it, how it works out.
I think that the game will become more like the game was intended initially, because what we saw during the pre-alpha release, that was by far, as you can see with already all of these details that are added, that was by far not the final product.
That's
By far.
always going to happen. Every test is going to add a little bit more, a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more fluidity in the game, and
bit
you're
more
going to see
action, bit
everything.
more team play, bit
Yeah.
more problems to solve.
You know,
bit
every
more
test they
taking-
get more information, so they can
taking ground.
direct
Yeah.
But this-
everything in the right direction where they want to go.
But this is a game that they are building from scratch. It's not like I have a Call of Duty version 1 here, I pick it up and polish it again, and then we'll just have Call of Duty number 2. But this is
Yeah.
something built from scratch, and you
I
can
totally
see it in the
like it,
graphics. Everything is done new.
I'm very curious. It's just 1 week away, and yeah,
Okay.
1 week from now when we take on this.
So yeah, I guess we see you guys next time, and next time will be after we played ourselves the beta.
After the beta weekend, we'll make another video about our thoughts and things we find and see on the battlefield.
You'll hear us totally psyched. Hopefully.